Welcome back. Today's video is going to be my Amazon Associates earnings for November 2016. I know there's not a ton of people that really care how much money I make on Amazon, but there's a select few that like to follow along with my progress. And I feel like for the people that support me, they should be able to see how much money I'm making. So I'm going to show that to you right now. Here I am on my computer. And the first thing you'll notice if you've been following along with these Amazon Associates earnings videos is that the quality in this one is so much better. And if you're wondering how that's possible, it's because I'm not filming it with my camera against the computer screen. I'm actually using QuickTime to do a screen capture, which I learned how to do in the last month. And I'm really pleased with the results. Hopefully you can hear this okay, but I think this is going to make this a lot better experience. Before I get into the actual Amazon earnings for this month, I want to show you something interesting. I'm here on the YouTube homepage. If you click search for Amazon Associates, check out who has the #1 ranked video for Amazon Associates. That's my video from 6 months ago, has 4,200 views, and that's about 10 times what these videos usually get because, again, there's not a whole lot of interest in them. But this video in particular, I think, has a lot of great information on how Amazon Associates works. So if this is the first one you're watching, I recommend going back and watching this one, which was my Amazon earnings from April and May. I go into a lot of detail on how the whole program works, and it could be very valuable versus just seeing how much money I made. But that's exactly what we're going to do right now. I'm going to show you last month, just for reference. Last month we made $110.97, which was a decent month. That was about the same as it was the month before, which was lower than it was over the summer. We had a lot of days without earnings. We had one really massive day last month. But if you're interested in seeing more about October, you can check out my last video that I made on that. In this video, we're going to focus on November, which, if you look at it right here, did really well. $156.63. We had 1,431 clicks, 197 ordered items, 170 shipped items. The conversion was 13.77%, which I'm not worried about that. The revenue was $24.81.33. That's how much Amazon made from referral clicks that I sent them. And then the total earnings were $156.63. So let's compare that with the month before. We had about 300 more clicks in the month of November. And we had, it looks like about 102 extra ordered items. So that's a big difference, 197 versus 95. And the revenue was pretty close. The weird thing is, yeah, 2157 versus 2481. So for some reason, I made quite a bit more this month. It could just be percentage-wise. Here's the items that were ordered. I'm not going to go into this too much. Typically, I just take a look at the top earnings, but we'll just go down through this really quickly and we'll see what really pops out here. I haven't really gone through this ahead of time. The only thing that really was over $1 in this first one was this book. Most of these are books here in the beginning. Probably edit some of this out. Right there, there's a big one. There is $16.80. That was on a $240 item. Let's see what this thing is. Okay, that was a Ford Triton spark plug thread repair kit, $240. That's a pretty beastly item right there. And looking through, that's the one thing that really stands out. That was the one major thing from this month, and I'm assuming that's probably what this day was. My best day that I had so far in the month of November was November 17th, made $40.04, which is an incredible day, and I think that may be one of my greatest days I've ever had on here. As you can see, I had a lot of earnings pretty much every day. There was only a few days without earnings. That's what the green is that you see up through, and I can tell you it actually looks that way on your screen now versus some type of blue or weird color it was before. The red line represents clicks, which clicks were pretty consistent going all the way across the month. Earnings or actual orders, they were low, they'd go high. There was a couple really good days, but there were a lot of consistent days with earnings, and that could be because the holidays are starting to come up and people are ramping up, which is what you can see here through the later month. You have a lot of earnings, basically from, I would say, the 21st on, had some really good days there. Black Friday, surprisingly, I think that was November 26th. Only 2 items were ordered that day, but things picked up, and it was just a really consistent month, and I think we did pretty well. I was really happy with the $156, but the most interesting thing about this is that $156 wasn't all that I made. I'm also signed up with Amazon.ca, which is Amazon Canada, and also UK. Unfortunately, no one's ever clicked through my UK link ever, but if you look at this, I made, let's see, I made $63.92 in Canada. That's in Canadian dollars, which I did the conversion on that. And that is $63.92 turns into $48.16 in the US dollar. So you add that $48 to my $156, I'm right at $200 for the month, and that is really impressive. The greatest month I ever had, I think, was August, and that was $210. And this month with Amazon.com and Amazon.ca combined, I just about got there again. So there you go, crazy good month with my Amazon.com earnings and throwing in my Amazon Canadian earnings, put me over $200. If you are wondering about the Canadian earnings, I have to wait until I get $100 in Amazon.ca and then they'll send me a paper check. I don't know if it's gonna be in Canadian dollars, if it's gonna be in US dollars, if I did 100 Canadian or 100 US. I really don't know. I couldn't do direct deposit through them, which is how I typically get my money. So I'll definitely make an update video eventually when I hit the $100 mark in Canada, and we'll see how that all works out. But I just wanna finish this video off by thanking everyone that supported me on this month's Amazon earnings. It means so much. It's such a supplement to these YouTube videos where I typically make about $1 per 1,000 views, and for the most part, my daily vlogs, they don't hit 1,000 views. They maybe get like 500, maybe up to 1,000. It all depends, but that's $1. But if someone orders, you know, just their regular Amazon order, that really just boosts that up and makes a huge difference. So again, I want to thank everybody that supported me, not only this month, but other months. If you've supported me at any point since I started doing this back in the spring, I really do appreciate you so much. And for all you Canadian viewers, I thank you for going on there and helping me out too. I'm sorry I didn't have that link available sooner, but it seems like people are really taking advantage of this. And if I want to throw out a challenge out there for you, I really don't even need to, because December, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek at December. Right now, we are at $56.37 after 4 days in December. So this month, I have no idea. It's going to be crazy. I mean, if we're at $56 after 4 days, which were 4 really good days, I don't know how much you can see behind me here. What could this month end up at? Just mind-boggling. So thanks again for all of your help. I appreciate it. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.